welcome to Millennium Live. My name is Katie Perry, and today I am joined by the team from Tellabs. Hi, everyone. Welcome. I would love for you all to introduce yourselves.
Sure. Hello, my name is Schroder. I'm the president and CEO of Tellabs. I've been with Tellabs for over 20 years as VP of Engineering, Chief Operating Officer, and now as CEO. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this short video as we share a different viewpoint, one that you might not have heard before, about modern enterprise networks.
Hi there, I'm Kristen Gonzalez, and I handle enterprise sales for Tellabs. And I've been here for an exciting 8 years, and for the last 20 years have been in varied roles within IT and telecommunications companies, managing strategic and major accounts.
Hi, I'm Fischer, Director of Sales Engineering. I've been in the networking area for about 35 years, working on everything from local area networks to carrier and broadband networks and building the equipment that runs them. For the last 10 years or so, I've been working with Tellabs Optical LAN. So I think optical LAN is a network architecture of the future. That's why I'm here.
Thank you all for joining me today. Rich, I'm going to jump right in, and can you tell us a little bit about Tellabs and the passive optical LAN?
Absolutely. So Tellabs is an innovator in fiber optic networking. And in the mid-2000s, we developed a passive optical LAN product which simplifies and modernizes your old traditional copper LAN. Our optical LAN product has been demonstrated to streamline IT operations, improve network performance, reduce downtimes, all while enhancing your network security. Our solution has the flexibility to be deployed in new construction and renovation projects, inside buildings, and across large campuses. It is proven technology, successfully deployed in the most stringent LAN environments, solving our most sophisticated customer requirements. I encourage you to listen to our unique perspective and learn how Tellabs Optical LAN is a better way to build and operate networks.
Kristen, can you tell us why optical LAN and why not a traditional design?
Quite simply, Katie, it's just a better way to build and operate networks. It's got a lot of really great features like flexibility, scalability, the distance that fiber lends, the ease of use, and with flexibility, which resonates across our customer base, because you can put an end device right out at the service versus having to design within a box, thus the IDF closet. And you can choose to instead utilize your copper cabling and place the Tellabs 24-port or 48-port into a closet environment, leveraging your existing copper investment. Again, you can grow with Tellabs. You don't need to switch out devices. You can place a head-end device and grow that to over 8,000 users. So that is one of the exciting things to our customers as well. Fiber distances, you can put the head-end device on one end of town, then run fiber all the way out to the endpoint servicing those systems. It's just easy. It lends to productivity. Your IT staff doesn't have to be deployed to the end device to make any of the changes. They can do that simply on their device with one click. And they can do configuration, they can do moves, adds, and changes. So ultimately, it's just simple. Tellabs Optical LAN is the better way to operate and build networks.
How does optical LAN provide more bandwidth and greater connectivity density?
Well, instead of just throwing bandwidth at a network design, optical LAN provides an architecture that can be right-sized to the true needs of the network, putting bandwidth where and when it's needed. Optical LAN can provide 10G speeds to the desktop today or to access points as easily as it can provide standard 1 gigabit networking. Not only are optical LAN networks flexible in design, they reduce the need for communications closets, they collapse multiple networks into single passive fiber infrastructure. Things such as multimedia, security, Wi-Fi backhaul, and building management systems all run seamlessly over an optical LAN at the same time. This simplifies the overall network design of the infrastructure, and it breaks a lot of the traditional networking barriers that we deal with today. Because it uses fiber and fiber's long life and virtually its unlimited bandwidth, currently that's somewhere over 100 terabytes, optical LAN ensures that the network will be able to support networking needs today and for the foreseeable future. Optical LAN is really a smart investment for connecting today's buildings and providing a path to supporting tomorrow's technologies.
Joel, can you expand on how this speeds IT staff productivity?
Yeah, there's multiple ways that Tellabs Optical LAN enhances productivity. Installation is much easier and faster. There's a lot less cabling to install. Configuration is very simple. There's no complex routing. The system can be set up to automatically add and configure ports as they're attached to the system, or even automatically configure the ports based on what's connected to them or who's logging in on them. All of the configuration is done through a GUI interface that's designed to control multiple locations on a single screen. The configuration itself is based on profiles that helps ensure consistency across the network. Along with monitoring and management integrated into the system, we provide alarm panels and alarm reporting and configuration. All of this really leads up to easily running the network, allowing the staff to work on priority items instead of taking care of the network. Tellabs has had customers report reallocating more than 50% of their traditional support staff to other projects. And that's based solely on having installed an optical LAN.
And about reduced network points of vulnerability, can you tell us more about how optical LAN is more secure?
Security is one of the highlights of Tellabs Optical LAN. It's used in the U.S. Department of Defense, multiple three-letter agencies, other secure locations, airports, hospitals, school systems, and anywhere that requires a secure network. The system provides a full security package and integrates with a lot of the third-party security platforms for access control. The fiber itself is very secure, and Tellabs complements that by adding full encryption on top of traffic on the optical LAN. The entire system is centrally managed with no ability to access the management user ports. Management functions are assigned per user at a very granular level, allowing limited control for various levels of support staff and allowing companies to flatten their support structure. Tellabs Optical LAN is very secure when you want it to be, and is very open when you don't. Really, Tellabs Optical LAN is a better way to build a secure network.
And where has optical LAN been installed?
As leader in the industry for 2 decades, starting in the federal government, we support top secret agencies and military facilities, again, for 2 decades. And they require ultimate security. And so that is one of our features that we see resonate across our customer base, including the financial sector. They have a priority to protect customer data every second of the day. So running over Tellabs Optical LAN, as you heard from Joel, lends well to that. We also have mission critical customers, LaGuardia Airport. They are leveraging our high availability offering, PON diversification, which will reduce downtime annually 30 seconds. So that is a huge aspect for many of our customers who are interested in that high availability. And then Texas A&M Kyle Field, we've been in there for several years now, and their first game ran 4 terabytes over Tellabs Optical LAN network with no problems. And they've reduced IDF closets by 80%. And you think that's good, they reduced cabling costs by a whopping 90%. So a huge benefit in Tellabs Optical LAN across our customer base, which also include hospitals, energy companies, and more.
Rich, just in wrapping up, ultimately, why choose Tellabs?
I can give you many reasons, but let me quickly mention my top 3. My number 1 would be leadership in access networking and passive optical networking. Tellabs drove the Verizon Fios deep fiber evolution, deploying millions of lines of service. And now we are defining the next generation LAN. My second is on interoperability. As Kristen mentioned earlier, our products are deployed in the most diverse verticals, and we have widespread interoperability with other IoT devices. And finally, and most importantly, commitment. I run a customer-first culture resulting in award-winning services and support. We will always be there in your time of need. Thank you for your time.